Yo, good morning. Let's see. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let's see. Live tweet. Boom. Hold on 1 second, everybody. Awesome. Cool. How we doing, everybody? Good morning. Hopefully everybody's having an amazing morning so far. Let me see something. One second. Trying to see if the quality got fixed. I don't think it did. I want to see how it looks on this chart. But in the meantime, while the stream is loading for me, Tangible Assets, Spy Slayer, Perkins, Dark Star, Michael, AMRIT, NOILI, Chuck, Joseph, Alexander, Chop Bones, Rudolph, I think that's how you say it. I'm just going to say Scooter Tips, and then Nate, good morning. Man, that quality really is not that good. I got to figure that out. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's see. Hold on, everybody. Bear with me. I gotta figure out how to make this better for you guys. Bucky's advance. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna play around with it later today, too. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully, everybody had an amazing weekend. And hopefully, you guys are ready to print this week because I see some setups that I really like. So to start off the day, Apple actually got a price upgrade. I think Apple got a price upgrade to like $199 or something like that. So if we're looking at the Apple chart, it's holding strength. In the pre-market, it's up like $2.50. Broke above this falling wedge that we talked about on Friday. Pretty much straight shot back up into these highs right here. So if Apple can get the strength, I think it's going to take the market with it. I would have preferred to look for a bounce right here at this 150.6. Unfortunately, we got that 8 o'clock misprint, and it already hit it, which I don't really like. But we could watch this area for a potential bounce if we do come down to it. Now, as far as Friday, let me tell you, if you guys caught the Meta trade that I talked about, then you absolutely printed. I unfortunately did not get this Meta, but remember on Friday, I said specifically, if we can push in the pre-market above those pre-market highs, which was this 177.85. So if we zoom down to a 5-minute time frame, you can see that we had this solid pre-market high right here. So I said, if we can break and have a solid push in the pre-market, come back and retest this 177.75, I'd be interested in a bounce. And that is exactly what happened. Bounce once, bounce twice, bounce 3 times, and then this thing just ripped all day long. Again, unfortunately, I did not catch that. Really wish I did, but I am going to be looking for the continuation this week. It still looks strong. So let's start off by looking at ES and NQ, and then we'll look at SPY and QQQ, and then let's take a quick look at the economic calendar, see what we got going on over there. Today is March 6th. The only thing we have is factory orders at 10 o'clock, so really nothing. Perfect. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody's weekend? Good, bad, do nothing? Let me know. Anyway, so NQ, what I like on the weekly time frame, first off, is that we broke this trend line right here, right? We broke it, which is bullish, solid bullish momentum to the upside, broke the weekly 21 EMA. Typically, when we break that 21 EMA, the first pullback, whether it be to the upside or to the downside, should act as support or resistance, and that will confirm, are we bullish or are we bearish? So we broke below it right here. First time we came back, retested it, resistance, went lower. Broke above it right here, came back first time, made it support. Let's see if we can get the continuation at least back up into these highs right here. Good morning. So that's on the, let's see, weekly time frame. Again, NQ bounced off that 50% fib pretty much to a T, pulled back, bounced once, and then nice solid push to the upside. So let's see. I mean, supply kind of starts right here. That is a pretty big zone. As far as a reject, I would be interested here to here. See how we react when we get to these levels. And then, I mean, we do have some nice confluence in this area right here. Let me see how we reacted to this 50. We didn't really have price action on the 50. So honestly, probably won't use that one. Zoom out. Good morning, good morning. But yeah, we're holding above these highs right here. This was the previous resistance zone. So remember, very strong support, turn resistance. Maybe we pull back and we bounce off of it again. So this is my support zone. Again, this is not demand. This is just support. A large area of support. There we go. So going to be watching this area for a potential bounce. Boom, right there. Nice little flag that we're forming right now. Let's see if we can get the continuation. Let's zoom out to a 4-hour. And again, if you guys ever got questions, feel free to ask. I will answer them. But yeah, if I'm going to look for a reject, I'm going to watch here and here. I don't necessarily see any other good reject areas. Again, 4-hour supply way up here. Back to the daily real quick. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I'm going to look for. As far as bounces go, however, I mean, we would really need to start pulling for me to get a bounce. Because if we just take pivot low, pivot high, that's quite a far way to go. I want to see how we react to this area first. And if we can bounce out of here, then I'm looking to take it back up into new highs. So I'm going to watch that. We do have demand right here, but not interested unless we start coming back down. And then, I mean, again, we had that 4-hour, kind of 4-hour supply right here, but I'd prefer the 50 or 61.8. Let's see, hold on, go to a 2-hour. Again, that lines up with that 50%, so I would prefer that. Yeah, I mean, if we could break here, we have a nice chance of getting up here. And we also have this support zone right there. Cool. That's my game plan for NQ. Pretty straightforward. Again, we did break above that inverse head and shoulders that we were discussing. Kind of an ugly inverse head and shoulders, but we did break that neckline we discussed on Friday. So a nice continuation to the upside. Also, if you guys could, as always, make sure to smash that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. 194 people in here, 48 likes. Remember, if you guys do want the watch list, put in the chat. You guys need to run it up to 200 likes. The orb used to be a really, really good strategy, like early 2021. I would say to like late 2021, but it doesn't work as good as it used to. So when I play orbs, which I still do, it's a scalp. I'm not looking for a massive move like we used to get, just a quick little scalp, in and out, catch my profits. But pretty much what I'm looking for, if it's breaking to the upside, I want to see heavy bids, and those bids hold above the breakout level. If I see that, that's when I get it. But yes, so let's get NQ out to everybody. I don't think I'm missing anything here. I really don't see much else. I mean, unless you want to consider this supply, but I personally would not. I mean, we did reject it, but we'll see when we get up to this area. Let's break it down to smaller time frames. Let's try 1 hour. See if we can find any other supply or demand. $30-minute, 15-minute. I mean, maybe if we came back down here, this is what I would watch for possible demand. But it also looks like we're trying to break out of this flag right here. So if we were to break out and then come back down, yeah, I would watch this demand, but it would be a false breakout of the flag. which is typically bearish. So I'll just put 15-minute demand with a question mark as a possibility. Okay. And then back down to there. Cool. Okay, let's get this out to everybody for NQ. Then we'll head on over to QQQ. Actually, no. Let's do the QQQ analysis first. Let's get all the analysis first, and then we'll type it out. Cool. All right, zoom out to a daily. We are above 300. Maybe a pullback to 300. I'd be interested for a bounce. We'll have to see. But yes, we are breaking above 300. Here's my high probability reject all the way up at 304. Let's see where that 50% fib is. Boom. 301.02. So I'm going to watch that area as well. See how we react to the area. Break it down to a 4-hour. Again, we have that solid support and resistance zone right here. So just going to watch this entire area for a potential bounce. There we go. Boom. There we go. Awesome. Cool. So what I'm going to look for, actually, we already tapped 301.02. Let's see how we reacted to it. Quick little breakthrough. We'll see if it invalidates in the pre-market, but again, we have this same flag right here. QQQ is actually breaking out in the pre-market. I don't think NQ broke out yet, but pretty much with QQQ above 301.02 and 301.37. Could see 302, above 302, 303, which I think is our daily gap fill. Let's zoom back out. Yep, we have that nice little daily gap fill right here from 302 to 303.15, and then the main reject 304. If we get above there, I mean, pretty much a straight shot back up into like 309. So that's everything on QQQ. Again, if you guys could, make sure to click that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. And then as far as the 1080p, I'm trying to figure it out with Streamlabs. Streamlabs is weird. I could have swore I fixed it, but I guess not. So I'm going to try it again later. But trust me, I got you guys. We're going to get it there. I'm pretty sure it used to be 1080p. I don't know why it like went away. Can you even live stream in 1080p on YouTube? I'm assuming you can. But yeah, there's QQQ. Head on over to ES. So again, ES, like I said, not bearish until we start closing below that 61.8. I wouldn't bounce to 61.8, but as far as the daily perspective, we continue to hold above it, which is bullish. Held here, pushed below. Buyers drove the price all the way back up to here. That's bullish. We're breaking above these highs right here. So with this, looking for the continuation. Main reject is going to be 40.66.75, which we got really close. And then 4100 is going to be the main area. So yeah, 40.66.75. Pay attention to that. Then we broke above the 50 here. Could see 40.86, but main reject's going to be right there. So, I mean, we have daily supply all the way up here. I'll wait to put that up. Settings, hold on. I mean, Streamlabs is a lot more complex than that. Settings. Output. I don't think I'm going to be able to fix it because I'm already live. Yeah, I don't see anything about it. I'll mess with it later. But, let's see. Yeah, so be cautious of this 40.66.75. We're just going to have to wait and see. You're not really seeing anything else on the daily. If we pulled back, I mean, again, that'd be a pretty hard pullback. We also have demand down here. Looks like ES is actually trading at that huge support or resistance point. So yeah, I'd be interested here. Let's see if we can crack that 40.66. That's the ideal scenario today. So 4 hour, let's break it down to a 2 hour, see if we can find any other zones. We do have Again, we do have demand way down here, but we're going to have to pull pretty hard for me to be interested in this. Yeah. So, 2 hour, we might form some 2 hour demand here. We'll see. Zoom out to a 1 hour. Maybe if we came back to test right here, I'd be interested. 40.37 demand, potentially. There we go. There's that. Rectangle. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. All right, so that's a, let's see, 1 hour. No, it's just a weekend getaway. It was nice. It was a cabin, literally in the middle of nowhere. It was nice. Very, very nice. So let's see. We'll watch that 1 hour potential demand. Also kind of got 30-minute demand. Not seeing anything up here. Check the 15-minute. Then we kind of, yeah, we have that 15. But I prefer to see us pull, or not pull, push a little more before coming back and testing this. 15M. Cool. Yeah, let's see. We're trying to break out this flag. Let's see if we can hold it and push back up towards the highs. If we can, good. Again, 40, 66, 75. But if we get above there, I personally do not see anything until 4,100. Actually, no, I might have lied to you guys. Like 40, 78. We have some price action back there. But other than that, I like it to the upside. I'll look for pullbacks for calls. And again, as traders, the market is always changing. We could have a false breakout. This thing could get smacked and it starts pulling to the downside. If price action looks weak, and I think that ES or SPY, whatever, is going to continue to pull, it's very simple. We just switch and then we look for puts. Got to keep an open mind in the market. So let's see if we can hold this breakout on ES. It's a 15-minute breakout. So let's see how we close on the 15-minute. If we can close above it, good. If not, then, you know, we might pull back. It looks like for SPY, however, we did come up and test the 50% retracement. So in order for me to be bullish, again, we got to get above here. So that looks like where we're rejecting in the pre-market is that 50% retracement. So get above there. Could see the push 407.50. Nice little daily gap fill to 408.14. Plus, on top of that, we have the 61.8% retracement. So I'll be watching this area right here for a reject. Now, as far as a bounce, let's see. I mean, if I was going to watch a bounce, it would have been this area, that 1 hour 21 EMA. Again, we'll watch ES, the demand there. Pretty much the same thing. You can see that little flag that we're trying to break out of. So let's see with that. All right, so we got SPY, we got QQQ, we got ES, we got NQ. Again, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. 271 people in here, 106 likes. You guys need 94 more likes. You guys are getting close. The house, I move in 2 weeks. Around 2 weeks. I'm excited. Cool. Let's get these ES, or let's start with SPY and QQQ, since you guys like that more. Also, we got this little mini 1 hour gap fill. We could watch that too. What is that? 406. I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind. Cool. Alrighty, let's get SPY. Boom. Let's see, SPY. For me to be bullish, I would like to see us clear 405.32. If we can get above there with strength, we could see a push into 407.50. From there, daily gap fill into 408.14 to 408.39. Main reject zones. Above there, we could visit 410 later in the week. Let's see. Again, we're gonna have to probably look at ES to understand where our bounces are gonna be. Yeah. ES and SPY are both trying to break. Good morning. Their bull flag. If the price fails to break and pulls back, I will look for bounces. Cool. And then I'll call out my bounces in Team Bull. So I got to figure out, like, I do like this 15-minute demand. I prefer the 1 hour demand. Also going to look for other bounce areas, but I don't have any, like, really good ones right off the top right now. So we're just going to have to wait a little closer to market open to see how we do. But let's see. Yeah, so ES, this is why I like to do cross analysis with SPY and QQQ, because SPY is trading at the 50% fib. But the 50% fib for ES, we're not even at it yet. So that's why we got to pay attention to this area. I'm just going to let everybody know about that. If you want my ES levels, it's going to be in Team Bull. I will put them in this chat a little later. ES. Main zone to watch is that 4066.75 area. Well, there we could see. Push. Again, I don't do supply or demand on SPY and QQQ, only the futures. There we go. Trading and like getting the confidence and discipline, it comes with time. When you first start trading, you might be confident just because you have no clue what you're doing, if that makes sense. But as you continue to trade and you start to make the errors that every trader is going to make, eventually your overall confidence is just going to slowly go down. That's why it's important to journal, because when you journal, you eventually figure out what works, what doesn't work. So when I see fibs, because I've taken fib trades, I don't know how many times, a lot, I'm confident. I don't hesitate when I see the fibs. If I see what I like, boom, I'm in the position. So that's why I say journaling is very, very important, because that's what's going to help contribute to your overall confidence. And then discipline, I've just been disciplined for a very long time. I'm very disciplined with my diet, very disciplined with my workout. And then that comes over into my trading. So a lot of the emotions that people struggle with trading, they might not realize it, but it plays a factor in other roles in your life. So like, say discipline, right? Say you're not disciplined as a trader. We'll start looking at other areas of your life. Are you not disciplined with your diet? Are you not disciplined to your, going, oh my God, I can't even talk. Are you not disciplined to continue to reach new goals for yourself? You know what I mean? So you got to get disciplined in other areas of your life, and then slowly it'll start contributing to your trading. But yeah. So it looks like ES is trying to break this level. It's actually holding on the 15-minute, which is good. Could see that push up. I also have a video on how to journal. I think I'm going to record a new one this week, but I think there's another one on my channel. I just don't remember what the title is called, so you'll have to find it. But yeah, it's literally a journal on, your emotions throughout the day, the trades you took, when you trimmed, did you sell too early? Could you have milked more profits out of the trade? And you go back and you kind of just review, like, oh my God, like, I can't even think right now. Holy crap. Say I enter this ES trade, right? Let's just do an example because I can't think. But let's say that we use ES, we go long right here at 40.54, and it pushes up to 40.56, and we trim half of our position. That's a 2-point move when your risk was probably a lot larger than that. So why would you trim at a 2-point move when, let's just say that you're willing to lose 4 points? You would go back in your journal and you would say you sold way too early, the risk reward made no sense, and you start talking about your emotions at that time. Did you start thinking that this could have turned into a red position, and as a result, you sold just to lock in some profits? So that's kind of some of the stuff that I go through in my journal. But yeah, hopefully that made sense. Sorry I couldn't speak. I was stuttering. But yeah, there's more to it. I also created like a report card type deal. Like I have it in an Excel sheet. I literally just go through and grade myself every day. And then eventually you're going to figure out what are you struggling with, and then you work on it. But yeah, I got videos for all that coming soon. So ES is holding the breakout. QQQ. Now, I don't really trade futures. Like, I'm approved for futures. I don't really ever trade it. All right, so QQQ is holding the breakout. Good. Here's our gap fill, 302. We're going to have to look for a potential bounce. I don't necessarily have a good one right now. Maybe we come back to Friday's close and we could bounce off of that. That's a little below 300. 299.7. Close. Boom. I'm 6 foot. Okay. Let's get QQQ. Again, if you guys could, make sure to smash that like button. 325 people in here and 165 likes. You guys are super close. 35 more likes, and you guys get the watch list. QQQ. Same thing as SPY. Breaking the bull flag. And the bull flag above 301.37 would be ideal for a continuation. I'm like 2 feet taller than GD. 137, ideal for the continuation. Above there, we could see 302. From there, we have a nice daily gap fill to 303.15. Main reject is up at 304. I'm also going to watch 300 to or what is that? 299.7 for a potential bounce. All right, there's QQQ. No, I would say profits are profits. That's a really bad way to look at trading. A really bad way. Because in order to become successful over the long term and really become profitable, you need to let the trade run. If you're taking profits at 50 cents, but your stop loss is $1, you're going to blow your account over the long run. So no, I personally completely disagree with that. Now, unless something in the underlying price action is telling you to get out, which I've been there, if I don't feel comfortable in the trade, I don't care if I'm up $2. I don't care if I'm down $2. I'm going to get out of the trade. But if I'm confident that the trade is going to continue to push in my direction, I want to at least look for a 1-to-1 risk to reward, at least before I start trimming. Anyways, there's QQQ. Let's take a look at NQ. Again, that 50% fib. Let's see how we react when we get up there. But again, I'm going to watch these demand zones down here. I've not really seen any other good bounces as of right now. Cool. NQ, I just let everybody know the level to keep on watch. NQ, boom. Twelve, 391. 12391. Up there, we got room. There we go. So now you guys got my SPY and QQQ levels if you're in Team Bull. Now let's find some individual stocks to watch for the day. So Meta, of course, you had to break. You just had to break. I wanted to watch that above that 188.62. That's okay though. We're gonna look for a pullback. We'll see. Pullback to 188.62 for a potential bounce. Let's see. Who added me in the chat? Oh. All right, hold on. Let me pull up the DMs to myself. Boom, boom. Again, if it's on the watch list, I'll get to it. No need to type it. I'll get to it. I mean, yeah, Apple personally not seen a good entry. I would watch 150.63, that 1 hour 21 EMA. Which actually we close at 151.3. I mean, if there were to be a bounce, I would probably watch the close from Friday or that 1 hour 21 EMA. I mean, it looks like they want to shoot it right back up into these highs. I wouldn't chase it up here. It makes no sense from a risk or reward standpoint for me personally. Unless we sat here and like consolidated in the pre-market and set a solid pre-market high and then broke it, then I would watch it, but I just don't see an entry up here. So let's see, AMD again would be interested in that bounce. Could even watch 81.8 for AMD for a potential bounce. Again, I'm personally not going to watch it. Not my ideal setup. So let's skip over that. Amazon, honestly, don't really care about Amazon. We're going to skip over that. Boeing had a nice push on... What was that? Actually, a few good pushes. Nice volume out of it. Again, I'd prefer to see a bounce maybe around like 212.7. High risk trade would be a break above 216.12. So Boeing might find its way onto the list today. I'll actually put that. Again, make sure you guys are smashing the like button. I'm going to keep reminding you for more likes. You guys are close. Let's take a look at coin. I mean, coin looks like it's setting up for a nice little breakout. Let's see what the trend line says. Yeah. Nice little descending triangle, false break down, and now it's holding above this level. Actually doesn't look too bad. What's that? 64.49. Let me see the spreads on this. What are we trading at? 64.35. I mean, the 65 calls have a decent amount of liquidity. So coin We'll put a question mark next to that one. Question mark. Also, who caught that Otis swing with me? That was beautiful. Look at Otis. We caught this. We entered this swing trade on this day right here. Around like 84 point, I think it was a little higher, like 84.75. And look at this move that we caught. This was a beautiful swing. Absolutely beautiful. So hopefully you guys caught it with me. Hopefully we can get the continuation today. And hopefully we can hit that 100%. Because if we hit that 100%, every single swing trade I've taken this year has hit at least 100% besides one. Besides one swing. So let's see if we can get it. But yeah, looking for Otis to hit 87.23. Above there, 87.6, 87.83. Once we hit 100%, I will be a very happy person. So hopefully you guys caught it. What did we just look at? We looked at coin, I think. Meta. So again, I'd be interested if we could get a pullback to like 186.62. I'd like to see a larger push to the upside in the pre-market. Then we come back down and then we test it. So that's what I'm going to watch on Meta today. Clean this chart up a little bit. Okay. Meta. Keep that on watch. Microsoft don't care about. Somebody brought up Nvidia earlier. Said Nvidia looked good. Yes. It does actually, because we rejected this 238.8 multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we pretty much closed at it. So Nvidia, I would actually be interested. Break above pre-market highs if we can just hold this area for the continuation. Cool. Nvidia is probably going to find its way onto the list today. Nvidia and then Tesla. Also, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel. I go live every single morning at 8:15 a.m. Eastern time, around like 8 to 8:15, give or take, and give you guys a completely free watch list for the day. So if you guys are not subscribed, you are definitely missing out. Plus, I have over 1,000 videos on my channel teaching you on how to trade. So definitely make sure to subscribe. As far as Tesla, honestly, really not too interested. So skip over Tesla. I like Boeing possibly. I think Meta and Nvidia are like my go-tos today. They just have the best setup. Again, you can watch Boeing, you can watch Coin. I just really prefer the setup on Nvidia and Meta. So those are going to be the ones that we focus on. Let's pull up Nvidia. Yeah, we also have a weekly squeeze on NQ. I believe we also have one on ES. A weekly light blue squeeze trading above the 21 EMA. Keep that in mind. But yeah, Nvidia, I mean, I don't see a bounce. Thank you for the subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I don't have a good bounce until maybe like 236.21. We could see how we reacted to 238.8. But no good bounces. I'd prefer to just see the breakout above 239.56. And then, I mean, I have a straight shot pretty much to 250. We're going to have to use the person's pivots for this one. Where are they at? It's been a while since we used them. Yeah, I mean, 244.1. And then 248.66. Cool. Thank you for the subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Don't you break. Come on. I just had to play a breakout on this one, which I don't really prefer to do. Nvidia trying to break above key resistance. If we can clear 239.57, I have no resistance until 244.1. Then I think it was like 246, 248. 248.66. Main watch today. There's Nvidia, and then let's get the Meta up for you guys. There we go. This is what I'm trying to see. Okay, so we can continue this push and come back and test yesterday or Friday's high. I'm gonna watch that for a bounce. That's the only good area that I have for a bounce. Meta. Yeah, I mean, that's a far resistance up at 192.50. Pretty much no resistance for a while. Now, hold on, everybody. Give me 1 second. It's like freezing up in here. I gotta turn the heat on. 1 second. Okay, we good. So yeah, what I would prefer to see with Meta, you'd see is a nice push in the pre-market, followed by a pullback and test of Friday's high at 186.62 for a potential bounce. If buyers can hold this area, I will be interested in calls. Cool. I mean, that's pretty much the game plan for Meta. I prefer to see the continuation today in the market, but again, we have to watch those ES and NQ levels. So we have to break on ES, we have to break 4066.75. We have to, if we want to get a further continuation to the upside. So keep that on watch. And then again, NQ, we have to clear 12,391 for the further push to the upside. So yeah, if we can get that, we should see stuff like Meta, Nvidia continue to push. If it rejects it hard, then I'm rotating over to SPY and QQQ and looking for puts. That's the game plan for the day. So real quick, before I drop the watch list, in case you guys did not know, I do have a 450-page book on Amazon titled The New Age of Technical Analysis. So if you guys do want to learn more about my overall day trading and swing trading strategy, how to find bounces, rejects, support and resistance, price targets, all the indicators I use, and a full in-depth breakdown, etc., make sure you guys check out the book, The New Age of Technical. Oh my God, The New Age of Technical Analysis on Amazon, currently 20% off. So if you guys want to get that. And then one more thing, the mastermind, the Team Bull Mastermind, we're sending out the applications today. So if you guys do want to join that, learn directly from me, Grizzly, Jadon, GD, and a bunch of other amazing traders. Let me find the link real quick. Yeah, make sure once I find this link, hold on. There it is. So yeah, if you guys do want to learn from all of us, here is the waitlist application. If you guys want to sign up for the waitlist, it's free to do so. And then you will get an email if you got accepted for the mastermind. So book, mastermind application, and then here is the watch list. So as always, none of this is a trading recommendation. Everything talked about in this live stream is based on my opinion and my opinion only. Options trading is very risky, where you can lose more than your initial investment if you are not careful. So as always, do your own due diligence, use your own proper risk management, and I am not responsible for any lost funds. Who is calling me? at 8:45 in the morning. Let's see, there's SPY. Here's ES. QQQ. NQ. All the details will be sent out later today. All of them. Costs and everything. Nvidia. And let's see. Meta. Cool. It's probably something for the house. Let me tell you, getting a house is like the most annoying thing in the entire world because you're constantly on the phone with people. Constantly. I have people calling me like 5 or 6 times a day for that house. Anyway, so let's see. We got SPY, we got QQQ, Meta, Nvidia. Form's not loading. Did I send the wrong one? No, mine loaded right away. Refresh it. HubSpot was not, that's not what I wanted. Let's see. Otis, ES, NQ, tick. I mean, we are good. 5 minute. Beautiful. Cool. So has anybody got questions while we're on here? I'll hang around for a few more minutes, answer any questions you guys got. Grizzly put out his watch list. Let's see what he's watching. Cool. 401 for a bounce. What is that? Is that the close? No. 401's way down there. Yep. So again, SPY's trading, QQQ and SPY are both trading at the 50%. But what's really important is the 50% on the futures. That's what's important. We're 2 points away from it on ES, and then we are, let's see, what is that? Like 20 points away on NQ. So those are the 2 important points that we need to watch. And then there was some stuff from the weekly watch list. Like JP Morgan, I'm watching that first swing. Very nice breakout. Looking like it wants to happen. Hold on, let's pull it up. JP Morgan. So yeah, it looks like JP Morgan's trying to hold the breakout 144. Oh wait. No, we want to see the breakout of 144.34. That's the main area I'm watching for JP Morgan. Again, looking for a swing there. American Express might have missed this swing. This is a very beautiful setup. Came back, tested the daily 21 EMA as support 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. While squeezing, there's a very high probability that it's going to continue, but probably missed the swing trade. I'm not chasing it up here. And then IBKR. I also really like this if we can get a pullback. But again, not chasing it up here. We either get the pullback or I don't take the trade. Plain and simple. Again, I don't like anything on Tesla today. It's not even on my watch list. Come on. See what happens at 40.66. Yeah, the book covers price action. Yeah. When I'm actively day trading, I'm watching the 5 minute, 10 minute, 1 minute. That's what I use. And then I really like the 1 minute to snipe an entry. Reason I prefer the 1 minute is because you can kind of see how we react to a certain area. So like if we're coming down to demand and a 1 minute candle dips into demand and you see all this buying volume on the 1 minute candle, what does that tell you? It tells you that the demand is valid. Same thing with the fibs. Again, when it comes to contract sizing, it depends on so many different things. It's never like a solid 10 or 20 contracts, you know what I mean? Some of them I could be a lot heavier. Like the TJX swing, I was super heavy in. Because one, it gave me entries, a bunch of different entries that I could enter off of. So I slowly added to my position. And as this thing continued to hold the 21 EMA and continue to squeeze, it gave me that higher conviction. So I kept adding to it. But something like this Otis, you know, I'm not nearly as heavy as I was in TJX. Like, yeah, this is a nice swing, but it didn't give me any opportunity to add. So I'm just riding this out. So the contracts, it depends. One, how much are they? Two, how close is expiration? If we're talking swing trades. Three, what is my risk? So like, say we snipe something off a 61.8% retracement, right? Our stop loss is right on the opposite side of the 61.8% retracement. So more than likely, if I get what I look for off of those bounces or rejects, I can go a little heavier because my risk is smaller. But if I'm chasing, let's just say, a breakout and you don't really have like a well-defined stop loss, I'm going to size lighter in that scenario because, one, I don't really know what my stop loss is, and breakout trades, they're very high risk. So the position sizing, it's different. It depends on a lot of different scenarios. Okay, so you lost your weekly gains. You should never, ever, ever, ever lose your weekly gains in one day. What that tells me is that you probably sized too heavy in a trade. And that risk management probably wasn't followed. But yeah, you should never lose your weekly gains in one trade. And again, it's trial and error. You're just going to have to go back and you're going to have to journal. You have to go back and literally, like after market close or whatever, go and look at that trade and see if you can figure out what went wrong. Hopefully that makes sense. The EMAs I use for swing trading are the 21 and 34. For day trading, it's 8 and 21. And then VWAP. What else we got? What other questions? If any. Or, are you guys ready to print today? How about that? Thank you for the subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see. We're pulling back. Okay, Meta's still holding that strength. So I would be really interested if we could pull back down to this recent high. Looks like we just came up and tested pre-market highs and we're rejecting. So we'll see. No, we trade live in the voice in Zoom and Discord. Yeah, let's hope we can smash some Nvidia today. Watch this area right here. 23975. It's just a custom script that I found on Google. It just shows you how much of the volume was buying and selling. I mean, you can call ThinkorSwim and you can get your fees down. That's what I did. Bro, who is calling me again? All right, I got to figure out who keeps calling me. Everybody have an amazing day. Let's run it up. I hope everybody's able to make some money. If you guys are in Team Bull, I'll talk to you guys in like 10-20 minutes. But yeah, other than that, make sure you guys are subscribed. Again, I go live every single morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time, around like 8 a.m. to like 8:15. And have over 1,000 free videos on my channel teaching you guys on how to trade. So definitely make sure you guys are subscribed. Other than that, again, if you're in Team Bull, I'll talk to you guys in a few minutes.